video. Today we've got a Game Week 9 team review which will be featuring FPL Razzmatazz as well. Thereafter we'll be looking at our player challenge, our players watch list, and we'll wrap it up today with the Game Week 10 transfers and teams. So let's get cracking.
Today's FPL trivia question is as follows. Which of these goalkeepers has not saved a penalty until game week 9? Option A, Vicario. Option B, Neto. Option C, Areola. Please stay tuned. The answer will be revealed at the end of the video.
Next follows our Game Week 9 team reviews. Game Week 9 saw our team smash an incredible 99 points, which was 32 points more than the average of 67. Everyone in our team contributed, with the only exceptions being Areola, Udogie and Morris, who all blanked. Our main star for the game week was Mo Salah with a blistering game and 16 points after scoring 2 goals. Heung-min Son was another star with 14 points alongside Brian Mbeumo and Kieran Trippier with 10 points. Our captain Erling Haaland scored a credible 16 points and Julian Alvarez managed 9 points. Overall, we smashed a massive green arrow as we climbed up 1.5 million places from 4.2 million to 2.7 million in the world. Follow us further for more great FPL tips and strategies as we keep on climbing and smash these green arrows going forward. Next follows our Game Week 9 team review for FPL Razzmatazz.
After having a sad game week 8, I'm very happy with my game week 9 because I bounced back with a whopping 92-point score, with my star being Mo Salah, who I captained for a outstanding 32 points. My other stars in my team are Brian Mbeumo with 14 points, Ollie Watkins with 11 points, and Kieran Trippier with 10 points. My overall rank, I had a massive green arrow as my overall rank went from 2.8 million to 1.8 million. But most importantly, I'm still beating my dad.
This is the current FPLA Super League standings. In first place, we've got a new leader. Congratulations to Brooklyn Benjamin, who holds the top spot. In second place, narrowly missing out on that first place and who held the lead for quite a while, FPL Cotty, still looking quite good. Keep on up the great work, FPL Cotty. In third place, we have got Ruskin Jacobs. Fourth place goes to Huzaifa Aliyu. Fifth place goes to John Paul J. In sixth place, we've got Kop Ramadani. Seventh place goes to Robert Gara. In eighth place, we've got Omden. Ninth place goes to Farid Mustafa. And rounding up the top 10, we've got Astapolis Sam. Well done, everyone that's made it into the top 10. And those that are not yet there, keep on pushing and your time will come soon. These are the latest fixtures to target that we've identified in terms of teams that have got some great fixtures from Game Week 10 to Game Week 13. Firstly, looking at Arsenal, they've got a great next fixture against Sheffield, a tough one against Newcastle, and then they've got 2 decent fixtures against Burnley as well as Brentford. Another team to target would be Aston Villa, who've got a great 3 fixtures against Luton, Nottingham Forest and Fulham. Then we've got Brighton, who've got 4 brilliant fixtures coming up. Fulham, Everton, Sheffield United and Nottingham Forest. There could be goals aplenty in the next 4 games for Brighton. Then Crystal Palace, they've got a tough next fixture against Tottenham Hotspur. And then 3 excellent fixtures against Burnley, Everton and Luton. Looking at Liverpool, they've got 3 great fixtures, with especially the next 2 being prime fixtures against Nottingham Forest and Luton, followed by Brentford. Manchester United have got a derby next against Manchester City. That could be a tough fixture. And then they've got some great fixtures coming up thereafter against Fulham, Luton and Everton. There is also great fixtures coming up for Spurs against Crystal Palace, Sheffield and Wolves, followed by West Ham that have also got a great fixture run against Everton, Brentford and Nottingham Forest. So if you are bringing in any players and targeting them, make sure that you are targeting these players from these teams. Next follows the Player Challenge, FPLA Plus versus FPL Razzmatazz. As you can see from the Game Week 9 Player Challenge scores, FPLA Plus managed a total of 32 points, and the winner for Game Week 9, FPL Razzmatazz, his team managed 34 points, with the Egyptian King beating Brian Mabumo by 2 points, which was basically the main difference. Well done FPL Razzmatazz on that great Game Week 9 score for your team. Anything to comment on Game Week 9?
Like I mentioned in the last video, I was ready to rock and roll in Game Week 9.
Great! I hope your team is also ready to rock and roll in Game Week 10, because I'm planning a big one this time round. So let's move on to the Game Week 10 Player Challenge. Who have you gone for, FPL Razzmatazz?
I've gone for a World Cup winner, Emiliano Martinez.
That's a great goalkeeper choice, some great fixtures for Aston Villa. I've decided to go for West Ham's Alfonso Areola, who plays against Everton. Next in defense, who have you gone for, FPL Razzmatazz?
I've gone for Trent Alexander-Arnold because of his attacking potential against NFO.
Another great choice. I've decided to similarly go for Matty Cash and his attacking threat that he has got in Game Week 10. So next, let's move on to the midfielder. Who have you gone for?
I've gone for the Egyptian King once again because he is the most reliable player.
No surprises there. I've decided to take on the Egyptian King with the Gunners star boy Bukayo Saka, hoping he can get me across the line. Lastly, we've got the forward selection. Who have you gone for, FPL Razzmatazz?
I've chosen a big differential of Alexander Isak.
I think that's a great choice. Alexander Isak is back from injury, and if there is somebody that can take on who I've gone for, that is Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa, who seems to be in the form of his life, and he's got a great fixture against Luton Town, and hopefully he would be able to secure some great points there. So all the best FPL Razzmatazz for the Game Week 10 Player Challenge. Key players to target. First on our list, we have got the Egyptian King Mo Salah. He's had a price rise. He is now currently at 12.8 million, with 3 great fixtures coming up next against Nottingham Forest, Luton and Brentford. If you're looking for a forward to target, an essential forward, Ollie Watkins, in the form of his life at 8.3 million, faces Luton Town, Nottingham Forest and Fulham next. Looking for a premium defender that's very reliable, Kieran Trippier at 6.9 million has got Wolves next with a tough fixture against Arsenal, and thereafter a great fixture against Bournemouth. If you're looking for a great differential, look no further than Jared Bowen from West Ham at 7.4 million. Also some great fixtures coming up against Everton, Brentford and Nottingham Forest. And then we've got, last but not least, Heung-min Son at 9.5 million. Still offers great value. Has got Crystal Palace next, Chelsea and Wolves. He's been in exceptional form, playing in a very attacking Spurs team. This is our current Game Week 10 transfer plan. And as you can see, we have decided to target Ollie Watkins as our main player that we would like to get into our forward line. And in order to get Ollie Watkins in, we will be transferring out Morris, who's got a tough fixture against Aston Villa, followed by Liverpool and Manchester United thereafter. And in order to fund this, we unfortunately would need to transfer out James Maddison and to bring in a 5 million midfielder, and we've identified Simon Adingra as a great exciting prospect who with March that is currently injured should be seeing much more minutes, and he's a great goal threat, a star of the future, has got some great fixtures against Fulham, Everton and Sheffield United, and at only 5 million he could be an absolute steal and bargain of the season. This leaves us with 0.1 million in the bank, and we have already made these two transfers as there was a pending price increase for Ollie Watkins, and we did not want to miss as we absolutely knew that we wanted him in our team.
I've decided to take out Morris because he has tough fixtures coming out, and transferring in Darwin Núñez because he has good fixtures coming up. I've decided to take out Brian Mabumo because he also has a mid of tough fixtures, and since I have 5 million in the bank, I believe the best player in this price bracket is Thomas Souček.
That sounds like some good value transfers that you've made there. Darwin Núñez, a very exciting pick, and Thomas Souček, he seems to also be very close to goal, and he seems to be getting quite a lot of minutes. So at that price bracket, I think he could be an unbelievable player. So I think those are definitely, looking at the fixtures, they are definitely worth the -4. So all the best for Game Week 10 for your transfers. This is how our Game Week 10 lines up. In goal, we've got Areola from West Ham. Our defence consists of Pinnock from Brentford, Trippier from Newcastle, and Udogie from Tottenham Hotspur. In midfield, we've got Salah from Liverpool, Son from Tottenham Hotspur, Mabumo from Brentford, and Adingra from Brighton. Our forward line consists of Haaland and Alvarez from Manchester City and Watkins from Aston Villa. Our total team value is 102.5 million with 0.1 million in the bank. On the bench, we have got Turner, Brownhill, Botman and Anderson. Our captaincy armband is currently on the Egyptian King Mo Salah against Nottingham Forest at home, with the vice captaincy on Ollie Watkins against Luton also at home. This is a game week where the captaincy armbands could be a bit spread, with Ollie Watkins, Mo Salah and Erling Haaland against not the best in for Manchester United team also vying for that captaincy armband. If you're looking for a differential, then other options could be Kieran Trippier against Wolves, as well as Heung-min Son against Crystal Palace and Julian Alvarez against Manchester United. There are lots of options for captaincy. At this stage, we are likely to go for Mo Salah that we are leaning for. However, this is not yet locked in, and this could be one of those final last minute decisions.
This is how my Game Week 10 team will be lining up. In goal, I've got Flecken. In defense, I've got Ruben, Cash and Trippier. In midfield, I've got Salah, Neto, Matoma and Souček. My forwards are Haaland, Darwin and Watkins. I absolutely love my forward line. What do you think? My captaincy is on Salah. My vice captain is on Watkins.
I think that's a smashing team, FPL Razzmatazz. I really love your forward line. That is screaming goals, goals, goals. I wish I could have that forward line, and yeah, it's definitely a game week that you should be looking forward to.
The answer to the FPL trivia question that we asked earlier. The question was, which of these goalkeepers has not saved a penalty until game week 9? The options were option A, Vicario, option B, Neto, option C, Areola. The answer is Vicario. Vicario hasn't saved a penalty. The only two goalkeepers who have saved a penalty until game week 9 is Neto and Areola.
Thank you very much, FPL Razzmatazz. It's quite an interesting question, and thank you again for joining us today. For everyone out there, we hope you found this video quite useful and interesting. and we hope you smash the green arrows in game week 10. Until we chat again next time, cheerio!